investigators are now on the scene of a deadly plane crash in Lafourche Parish.
The plane went down between Houma and Raceland, killing both people on board. That's where we find Rob Masson live.
And John and Meg, Lafourche Parish officials say that recovery could take several hours because the plane went down in an area that's only accessible by airboats. We understand there are 5 airboats back there now on the scene. FAA investigators arrived here at the crash scene around 2:30 this afternoon. Lafourche officials say the Cessna 210L went down on a very windy Wednesday night around 8:30 on a training flight from Belle Chasse to Houma. Inside were Lyle Panapinto and Lauren Meckenmeller, both described as experienced pilots. In fact, the Cajun Navy says Panapinto frequently assisted them on several of their rescue efforts. A search last night was called off due to the windy conditions, but it resumed this morning, and the wing of the Cessna was discovered around 7:30 a.m. We spoke with a local pilot who knew both of the victims. He says they were both wonderful people.
Waking up this morning to the news of what happened last night absolutely took my breath away. I actually couldn't even speak for a little while. It shook me at the core of everything.
I'm not going to make any assumptions about what happened to the aircraft. It was very windy last night. We do know the wind speeds on the ground were over 80. It's died down a little bit, but still very windy today with the helicopters and the planes that were in the air this morning. Again, that's going to be up to the NTSB report once we can recover the wreckage and they can get to the black box or whatever equipment in the aircraft.
And I'm joined by Lafourche Parish Sheriff Craig Weber. And Craig, it's obviously a very difficult search area because we're out in a marshy area away from any roads.
Fortunately, we do have access to the site using marsh airboats, but you're right, it is a lot more difficult.
How much longer do you think this recovery might take?
We're hoping that we'll have it concluded sometime this evening. We have specialized equipment and people with the recovery company, along with the assistance of first responders and airboats, to get back to the crash site to see if we can lift enough of the plane to get into the cockpit and hopefully recover the 2 people that are contained inside.
And FAA and NTSB are on the scene.
NTSB was here earlier. They'll be back tomorrow or Saturday, and we've been in communication with FAA as well. NTSB is actually taking over the control of the recovery effort, and once the bodies are recovered, either tomorrow or Saturday, the recovery team will work on recovering the airplane and whatever they can find that can assist them in trying to identify the cause of this crash.
Sheriff Craig Weber, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So that's it. A lot of assets in the water in this marshy area trying to recover those 2 victims. Maybe tonight. Looks like it's going to be more like tomorrow. From near Raceland, Rob Masson, Fox 8 Local First. Back to you.
All right.